1. Today, we're focusing on simple floral designs that you can do at home in minutes. We're going to do what I call a component floral design. We're using some very basic apothecary jars that you'll find maybe in your cupboard or at a simple home store. And we're going to create a component design using 2 different flowers, but 3 different styles of arrangements. So I'm going to take the lids off there. We're going to add a little water here. We're going to float a blossom in that one. A little more water here. And if you've watched my other segments, you'll know that I always suggest fresh water, a little bit of Clorox in the water. A teaspoon of Clorox per gallon of water at that ratio will help keep the bacteria growth down in your vase, keep the vase clean, and allow the flowers to live longer. So we're going to snip the stems off here on these carnations. And just kind of as they're bundled, you can see like a little mushroom cap starting to come together here. And with that, I'm going to collar with some Alstroemeria blossoms. Now these are both very long-lasting flowers. So this arrangement, if you maintain the water, go back every couple days, empty the vase, clean the vase with Clorox or soap and water, and get any residue out. We want to get rid of that bacteria. That's what takes away the beauty of our flowers and the life of our flowers. And fill it up with some fresh water. And again, a little bit of Clorox at that ratio. So we've bundled this together here. We'll cut these right off there. And I'm going to take a few little hosta leaves from my garden and wrap the stems. Now most of the time, I always say don't put any leaves or foliage below the water level because it's going to create bacteria. But if you're working with an arrangement and you want to use some leaves in the water, use a leaf that is hardy, that is thick, that is not a soft or tender leaf that might break down more quickly than the actual arrangement will last. So this is the first piece in our component design. And we're going to set that to the side there. Our next piece, we're going to use just a little bundle of carnations here, just very few. And if you get them and they're kind of tight like that, you can take your fingers, a little bit of warm breath on them, and open them up for a real quick. This guy here, look how tight he is. You kind of roll the calyx there, pull back the petals and the blossoms, a little bit of breath, and looky there. He's open and ready to go. Again, we're going to do that little mushroom cap. Some folks call it a hand-tied bouquet or a nosegay or a tussy-mussy. There are many different terms used, and we'll review those terms someday. I'm also going to take some of the stems remaining from the carnations we've used, cut those down. Got a few more right here in my waste can, just so you know I haven't been throwing things on the floor. And we're going to bundle those right around. And this here is going to add more interest to this design. Continue cutting. And very quickly, pop that right down into our vase, and you want that to float right there. Stems and all, it makes a nice presentation, gives you some interest in the water. In our next one here, we're just going to float a couple of stems, maybe a little bit of a stem to give us a little dynamic opposition here. Kind of looks like miniature bamboo. And we're going to cut this down, and we're going to float this guy in here. And then we're going to take our lid, invert it, add a little bit of water, and float that second flower right on top. And there we have it. We have a lovely component design. It could be used on a buffet table, a dessert table for a small party or celebration. Multiples of these could be run down a grand table to dine at. It's just a nice way to get a good look, a fresh look, a clean look, and simple and easy. Anyone can do it. Just follow the guidelines. It's cut, gather, bundle, and place them in your vase. As we come to a close, I want to thank you for joining me in the garden today. Hope to see you next time on Caregiving 101. Again, I thank you. Take care of one another and make time to smell the flowers.